Hey guys, welcome back to Tanks Gaming with another Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void video. Due to the fact I had no power today because of renovation reasons, I couldn't get any other gameplay done. So that's actually some footage I recorded a couple of days back. It was my first cooperative mission. You see me playing with the Terrans. Like I mentioned in another video, I like the Terrans more than any other races in StarCraft. I love the story of all the races, but to actually play, I really prefer the Terrans. What was this mission called? Something with Void Hunt, Void something. What's the name? 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 Let me just check. What's the name of the mission? The name of the mission was Void Launch. In Void Launch, you have to defend the portals, the beam points. Meaning you have to actually stop, how you call it, the Protoss from evacuating or using those portals. I got teamed up with a random player who did, in my opinion, very well, much better than I did. Without him, we probably would have lost. The randoms player name was, let me just check, Salty. So anyway, Salty, if you see this video and you're not, you don't like it and you don't want your name to appear in it or anything, just write it down in the comments and I will take it down again, because I've kind of forgot to tell you that I was recording for YouTube and ask your permission to actually upload it. So if you have any problems with that, just let me know and the video will be gone again. Anyway, you saw there, I thought first it was the first assault. That's why I actually called in my Hyperion, which is an ability I have with the Terrans. It was actually really the first corporation mission, so I had nothing else on it. I choose the Chim Rainer. You can also choose, I think you can choose between 6 different heroes, or 7. And there are actually just 2 humans, which is Chim Rainer and his chief mechanic, whose name I just have forgotten at the moment. Anyway, you see me call in the Hyperion, and what I first thought was the initial try of escape for the portal, but it was not. It was just like a little scouting force who were trying to attack our base. You see on the minimap now the red, yellow, orange thingy dotted arrows and the starting point of actual escape pods or escape ships trying to reach the portal. So I don't have much. I have 4 Space Marines and a medic, and in any case that wouldn't be enough to take down the Protoss ships, especially from this distance. I really should have moved up a little bit, but unfortunately I didn't do that because, like I said, it's the first time I played it. The siege tank is not helping me at all against flying vehicles, but if there would be any ground attacks, the siege tank would be a great help to actually destroy the ground attack. I just realized that I don't really have any units to fire at the airships, but luckily Salty was there with his stalkers and actually saved the day. Without him, this first ship would have escaped. Which isn't a big deal in I think you can lose 7 ships. You can let 7 ships escape without losing the whole mission. Anyway, guys, without Salty, we would have at least, I think there were 3 ships in the initial wave of escaping. Without him, we would have lost them definitely. So you see Salty is using his abilities of his units quite wisely. He moved in, and when he got attacked he used the blink ability to get the stalkers to the background, which saved his stalkers from the ground forces. You saw me there trying to clear out, how you call it, some ice patch in order to actually build up another other command center, and the command center would allow me to harvest gas, beam gas and crystals faster, which would overall improve my financial or upgrade capabilities. Anyway, I still haven't built actual good units to help out over there. I just do it now, but you see I'm ran out of beam gas, so I just can't build two fighters. The fighters have two forms. They can transform into battle mechs, or sort of battle mechs, which can attack ground units, and in their air state they just can attack air units. But it will take a minute or two to actually get them there. You see me here giving a build order for flak turrets, rocket turrets, to actually defend at least the middle portal. So I do something. But again, guys, without Salty, I would have lost this game, and Salty would probably have won the game, even though I wasn't playing at all. That's the way how it actually worked. I don't remember which level he had, but he has already the green pylons, which cover all the units or all the buildings around it. That would have been actually a secondary objective. We should have sent some forces with that, and that would have helped us in a way of the secondary objective gives you, I think, just experience, but it will help you to level up your hero. So now I built the last building I actually are able to build for processing and stuff, meaning I can upgrade my air units in there. I think also the ground units, but I can like increase the firepower. No, it's just the air units, the firepower and the shield capability of my air units. I think it's called the Armory. No, the Armory is the other one. I don't remember, guys. It doesn't really matter. It's a nice building, and if you have it upgraded fully, you do quite well. So you see me here against ground units, a couple of Space Marine grunts with a medic or two. Can do fairly well. I think I already upgraded those, or I will do that in a second. When you see those medical pods or these drop pods coming from space, that's actually a nice little feature of the Terrans, of the Terran Command Center, meaning you can call down mules, I think they called, which will harvest for I think 30 seconds or a minute, and I think they harvest about the double amount of crystals, which helps you quite a lot. So I saw way too late again that there is next a tech wave on the third and final portal on this map, meaning there are 3 portals you actually have to defend. By the way, if you see me building up buildings and popping up another green hologram of a building next to it, that's me actually using the shift ability to give orders in a chain, which will enable your unit, or will start building this building, start building the next building, and so on and so on. Sorry. What was going on? You see, even my units gets invisible, or yeah, invisible is the right word when I'm in this sphere, because we are all allies, even though I'm Terran and he is Protoss. So you see, with this amount of stalkers he has, he is doing very well against these ships, against these escape pods, and there the last one is gone. Unfortunately, I can't do a lot against those stalkers. They are on those and this hybrid. They are actually hurting me quite a lot. But now I'll transform my units way too late to do any damage to the enemy, and I transform them back up. So there is the next ship we should escort, which would give us some some experience, and because I didn't know that, and Salty actually offered he will go on to, he will protect it, or was it the next one? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, he goes to it. Here are the mules I told you about, these drop pods coming up from space, and then they start to harvest. So he is going to actually follow this ship and get the secondary objective done. Because I had none unit whatsoever close by, I don't get any points for that, I think. But we will see on the final screen. You see those little yellow things with the huge blade saws in front were actually the mules. So I built up 3 bunkers up here and 3 how you call it? 3 bunkers and 3 rocket turrets. In order to defend the middle one. And again, I tell Salty in the next attack wave, which will be on 2 portals at once, that I'm going to defend this one and he should move on to the next one, which would have been a pretty bad idea if he wouldn't have supported me a little. I really should have put all this stuff at least a half a screen wider up towards the north border of the minimap there. It's way too close to the portal because the units, the turrets aren't firing that far. Here you see me upgrading all possible stuff, or I'll try to upgrade all what I can do. So he's actually in the right position to take out those ships just because he did the secondary objective. I'm still fighting against ground units, but my turrets start to light those guys up, and I decided to call in the Hyperion again, because otherwise I think at least one ship would have gotten through. You see one bunker is taking quite a lot of damage, but the units in the bunker are actually protected, which is great. But I should have kept a worker bot, HVS, I'm not quite sure about the name, up here, which could have repaired that. I know in the single player and in the multiplayer versions I played from the Wings of Liberty, you could actually upgrade your bunker so they would fit 2 more persons or 1 more big guy. It's because the big guys, the firebats, the hellbats, are actually using up 2 slots in the bunker, so I have 2 Space Marines and a Hellbat inside of every bunker now. Against Protoss, I think that's not the smartest choice. I probably should have put in a Reaper instead. No, a Marauder. Marauder are the guys who shoot rockets. Against Zerg, that's a pretty good combo. It's just 2 Space Marines firing their machine guns, and if the little Zerglings are actually at the bunker, your firebats start roasting them outside of the bunker, which was a very, very useful tactics. So anyway, you see me try to upgrade any other stuff. By the way, you saw me build depots, which is the same like the crystals for the Protoss. It increases your supplies, meaning how many units you can build. With the Space Marines or with the Terrans, you can actually put them into the ground. I'm not quite sure if that increases their armor as well, but it makes the area free to walk by and walk through. So I could have put all my barracks in front of this little ramp you just saw there, and in case there would be an attack, I could like just let them pop all out of the ground. And it would actually be like a solid wall the enemy forces have to destroy before they can actually get through it. So you see me here building up quite a little force. It's still no way near as big as Salty's forces. So once again, without Salty, I wouldn't have uploaded this video because we would have gone destroyed. Or I would have been destroyed in, I think, a matter of minutes. So I actually decided to try to help Salty there, so I sent back my repair unit, and I can see he has done quite well without my help, and all of a sudden I realized that there are actually enemy escape pods coming in, and I probably should fall back to defend at least one of the portals. I can't. Salty can't do everything. He needs a little bit help from me. Well, he probably would have managed without me anyway. But still, I decide to move my forces a little bit to the back to another, how you call it? Nexus point? No, not Nexus point. Nexus conduit, where the spaceships actually try to go into the void and teleport off the planet. And I think that's the second to last attack wave, guys. You still see me. I've tried to upgrade my ships. I call in a few more mules down to the crystal field. Unfortunately, they cannot work in the Vespine mines, which would be pretty nice if they could. But still, I never was really short on crystal because of that, which was very nice. So I think that was the attack where I told him he should move to the further end, and I actually wanted to attack those. But because he was still doing the secondary objective, his force just walks by here and actually destroy all these ships. I think I got 4 rockets off with my little Vikings, Valkyrs. I think it's the name of those. You see me communicating with him in jet here. It's not really important. Like I said, we will win this game quite easily. No thanks to me, but Salty was the winning reason. So nobody is coming up towards this portal, so I move my units up. Yeah, this is the assault where I tell him to go right. I cover the middle, and he does it. He did it very nicely. He was a very friendly player, guys. Also in the beginning, when I called in the Hyperion the first time, he was, whoa, never saw the Hyperion, nice, and I tried to tell him that it was like my first game, or that this is the only ability I have so far. And he's just thanked me for showing it, or thank you anyway. It's a really nice gesture. Mostly in online multiplayer games, you have a lot of dicks, or why you don't do that, why you don't do this, or oh, you should do that, you suck. It can be quite annoying, guys, so it's always nice to find a friendly person to play with. And I did another game after that. We also won, also no reason for, not because of me. Well, okay, I did quite a little bit better in the second game than in this one. I did actually some damage, and I was able to help and stuff like that, but still the other person wasn't communicating at all with me. He was just doing his thing and probably hoped that I would keep up, or not, at least not get in his way. So, but he was also very friendly. But if I compare it to another game like let's say World of Warships, where you just get like sassed, or why you do that, why you don't do this, and you should have done that, and yeah, should have, would have, could have. If I knew how to do it, I would have done it probably a little bit different and better. But you can always be nice to person. I mean, in the heat of the moment, you can get a little bit overwhelmed, or yeah. Anyway, so here I call in my Hyperion again because our forces were quite far back. I think they still would have managed to stop them before they reached the teleporter spot. So I tried to send up the Hyperion, but that was actually the last wave, and we win. That's a victory. My first Coop victory on Starcraft 2, Legacy of the Void. I tried to thank him, but I'm way too slow. He's already left. So we go out to the screen, and there we will actually see what if I did the secondary objectives. Yeah, I did one. Okay. Bonus objective, right? And that actually filled up my level once. I'm now level 2. So fast it goes. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you had fun with this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel. And I hope I see you in my next video. One more time, thank you for watching, guys, and bye.